Back to Sunless Skies. And hope that it won't crash on me immediately. Also, I'm a bit surprised that I still haven't died. I think I pretty much got everything from here. Spoke to students, explored the woods. Yeah, nothing at the port. So we should just keep going to the Port Prosper. This was just a little detour to explore this area. Well, now hopefully we'll be able to just go like this. Have a lot of supplies, but not that much fuel. The deep wood. How does this deep wood look like, I wonder? I hope it's not against TOS. Oh, come on, what is this? It's so funny. It's called Sunless Skies, but it's much more cramped than seas. You can make out the distant roar of waterfalls plunging from the sky to unseen depths. Ooh, some bees. Let's try shooting at them this time. A bit more confident. Aha! Missed me. Oops. Huh, just 2 shots. Got him. Is this my last trophy that I need for Avon? Might be. A chorister corpse. The swarm is a ruin of twitching legs and broken wings. One of the bees, the sigil on its back, occluded with the ichor, begins its final tremendous song. Nice. Killing bees one by one, clearing this world from this terrible menace. So what can I do other than that, even though I will get the trophy? Let's see. Send someone out to recover their nectar. Okay, nectar. Makes sense. Chorister nectar is valued by poets, vocalists, and those with the sweet tooth. Unfortunately, to get at it, you have to go through quite a lot of bee. I like the phrasing. Listen to its death hymn. They say it contains secrets if you can hear it, if you can bear to listen all the way to the end. I'm pretty sure I have less hearts than mirrors. Seems like this just easier to do. That's not. Ooh! There's a beehive. Free nectar. Yeah, boy! Uh-oh. Oh, they fucking blind. Uh-oh. That's so fast, goddammit. Just need two shots. Alright. What's going to happen if I fail, I wonder? will I lose a crew member? Partial success. Better than nothing. Your crew donned their sky suits, hefting hatchets. They launched themselves into the soupy ether. What follows is butchery. Sadly, the bees were less efficient, and you garner only a single cupful of the precious nectar. It's probably fetch a few sovereigns in port. 26 sovereigns. Weird sounds. The swarm still kept going. I don't like my fuel indicator. Need to be careful not to run out. Come on. Ah, fuck. It wasn't so bad. Failure. Yep, loses a crew. A costly trade. A crewman is elbow deep in B when the beast gives a final spasm and plunges its stinger into his wrist. His death is quick and loud. The other nectar harvesters return hastily to your engine. The few tumblefuls they've managed to gather will fetch a few sovereigns in port. Damn. Yeah, dangerous raid. No wonder the second option is easier. Probably safe. Oh, interact. What is this? The Regent's Tears. It is said that the lakes at the top of Regent's Tears have curative properties. This rumor goes largely unconfirmed. The ground by the lakes is too boggy to land a locomotive. Instead, you must land on a sharp, slippery ledge tower lower down the falls. The walk up will be punishing. Hooded woman, half concealed in the spray, waits by the waterfall. You are here for the Regent's Lakes? She has a thick London accent. Drink from cascading waters. Route to the top is perilous. You can still benefit from the lakes. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to risk my 7 crew. Let's just drink. Not entirely unpleasant. The water is brackish and lukewarm. It is not refreshing, but if you concentrate, it could almost be taken for the absent-minded residue of a particularly weak tea. Thousand streams. I'm one of them. Font. Oh. Does font mean something else? Must be. Yeah, that's baptistery. Baptistery. Spring. Oop. The peacock wind. Yay! Let's go. What's that? This looks like a giant monster. Something ghastly. Well, anyway. I'm going fast. Too low fuel to risk. Still have a road to cover. Oh. Damn, this weapon, I like this weapon. A chorister corpse? Yeah, let's try listening to him. It's probably going to give us terror. If we fail... Lessons. The sound is memorable, but not notably distressing until that high C, which makes your teeth itch. Afterwards, are you wiser? Are you stronger? You are not less so. The bees died, you lived. The sound of bees is acting strange. What is that? Ooh, wow, a cool train, or whatever that was. Looks like a flint pistol. Approaching the Parsifal. The engine drifts unhappily through the sky. Its hull has been split by an eruption of corpse-white fungus from inside. Ooh. The name Parsifal can be made out in brass letters on its side. This is the first engine through the Beat Horizon. A navigator whispers, "London's pride. She was captained by Lieutenant Commander Percy Bleed, and her mission was to chart new horizons beyond Albion. But she never came back." Okay. Why is she lieutenant and commander at the same time? Board the Parsifal. What happened to the first engine in the high wilderness? Its doors are sealed, its slides dim. It drifts in the currents mangled by fungal extrusions. kind of bad idea. What if it's infectious still? Bolt cutters and pry bars are required to break the outer door. Its locking mechanism is antiquated and siliconed with an oily substance. You wrench the door open and are immediately greeted with a cloud of yellowing spores. Your vision blurs just as your navigator torches them, igniting the air with the burning fungus. A few gas lights flicker on the walls. The scratchy sounds of gramophone can be heard. Vision of the Parsifal. You have entered the wreck of the Parsifal. When Britain first at Heaven's command arose from out the Azure Main, this was the charter of the land, and guardian angels sang the stain. Okay. Clear as ever. Spores drift through broken carriages like dying fireflies. Recruitment posters bearing Her Renewed Majesty's face molder on the walls. Music, scratchy but distinct, echoes through the empty carriages. A great wall of pulsing fungus separates the back of the engine from the front. Okay, cabin, armory, breach the fungus. Shivering spasms of festering fungus separate the front of the train from the rest. The only way forward is through. Low chance. Well, captain's cabin is always interesting. In the first designs of London's engines, the captain always roomed toward the back of the train for their protection. Plush seats surround a decaying paper map placed on a mahogany table. Drinks, some floating with mildew, have been poured in glasses around the table. Maps hang from sprouting fronds like peeling wallpaper. Spores float gently through the room, and you just inhaling those spores like nothing. Logbooks lie scattered about the table. None date from after 1897. The engines, it's 8 years ago. The engine's destination was to be Traitor's Wood. What? Was it already called Traitor's Wood? Because, as I heard, it was like a train for scouting this place. Was it already... It already had settlers? Or they are scouting only for Her Majesty and the society already been here before them? Logbooks lie scattered around the table. The last entry regards a stop at Hebrus, which they named Brazil. Something was brought on board. The captain's bunk has collapsed in a pile of rotten wood and infected bed sheets wet with fungal growths. Like, are you not concerned about what happened to this train? Because it seems like mushrooms fucking destroyed it. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. Hell is this? Oh, armory. The solid iron walls of the armory are stained and rotten with sporing bodies. Lockers hang open, revealing decaying and antiquated sky suits. The old design with thermal chest plate and brass buttons for fastening. Several of your crew appreciatively, but back away when a prodding of one suit reveals a rooting colony of golden black mushrooms has sprouted within. Amongst the outdated and unused weaponry, you recover a trove of novels. Fanciful stuff, but all concerned with the possibilities of space travel and the interaction between modern man and the alien. Well, okay, I got the novels and seems like I didn't get anything from it. No, success on 38% chance, not bad. You organize your hardiest stalkers into a rota, slowly but steadily widening the gap between the pallid walls of quivering fungal flesh. The smell is direful, as are the ominous bulges protruding from the mushroom bulk. Thanks to your capable direction, however, a wide path is cleared. Straight through the fungus, bisecting it like two lungs separated by the trachea. Bisecting. Well, not a bad. I do like this analogy. You pass through unharmed. Can this thing? Some talk of Alexander as and some of Hercules, of Hector and Lysander, and such great names as these, but of all the world's great heroes, there is none that can compare with the tow row to the British Grenadiers. To the song, I guess. Crew cabins. Oh, another battle with the fucking spores. Can I even go back? The front of the engine is even more infected with sprouting mushrooms and sporing fungal growths. The engine room lies ahead, seemingly the source of the persistent movement. Before that, however, is a haze of spores rendering the corridor ahead entirely noxious. Crew cabins. The sound of gramophone are louder here. Battered metal and tormented wood paneling comprise the confines in which the crew dwelled. Shabby toadstools round as pastries dot the cramped bunk beds. Also, we haven't found any bodies, it seems like. There was no comment on that, like skeletons, at least. Mementos of home are scattered about the fruiting debris. Slim volumes of Arnold and Blake, vials of honey, and engravings of simple domestic scenes can be found under every bunk. You also uncover a little tally chart on a folded up bit of paper. It seems the crew were organizing a whip round of their commander's retirement present. They'd settle on a plot of land on Port Prosper. A mutiny. We didn't brood upon the chaos dark and rude, and bid its angry tumult cease, and give for wild confusion peace. O hear us when we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. It's still a song. Guess the whole thing was a song. I'm a bit scared that I wouldn't be able to get out easily. I haven't fucking acquired anything. Uh-oh, we need to go out. You go along, your crew disappear behind you, lost in a haze of orange and gold. Above, sacks of sporing fungus encrusted to the metalwork begin to erupt. Showers of spore and vicious liquids render the terrain still more hazardous. You feel a peculiar sensation, your hands tingle, as though wishing to reach out, to touch the fungus, as though for one more drink. You increase your speed. There is a cry behind you. You turn to see one of your crew, a particularly destructible signaler, has entered the miasma after you. Her hands are in a mound of virulent gold fungus. Then so is the rest of her. The scene is lost to another shower of spores. You press on toward the engine room. Well, I mean, already here. The engine room is before you. Light and music spill from under the door, wheezy and persistent. As you approach, you notice the damage done to the walls, riddled with bullets, old stains on the carpet. An attack was mounted to the engine room. You can hear music loud and clear from inside. An eerie green light pours through the hinges like blood water. You push open the door. Vision of the Parsifal. You have entered the engine room of Parsifal. May God have mercy on your soul. Yeah. The engine room is cold as a sunless sky. Oh, they said it again. Your breath hangs in long chains before you. The boiler is off. The infernal gramophone sits atop the boiler. The music is no better for being closer to it. Before you lies a dense macabre of fungus and corpses, hand in front. On the wall, suspended by fungus, is a body in a captain's uniform. Okay. Well, let's investigate the captain first. She might be more important. Here lies all that remains of Commander Percy Bleeth. The corpse of the finest officer of his generation hangs from the wall, suspended by loops of pale fronds. His skin is sallow, and strands of golden fungus crawl beneath it. His eyes open, Percy Bleeth looks down on you. Blue fruiting mushrooms speckle his beard. Oh, still has a beard? After 8 years of being a dead mushroom? Next to him, the gramophone crackles out dreary anthems of years past. His mouth opens too wide as he speaks. His jaw cracks. Cool. Maybe this is what's sang on the gramophone, right? That's probably what's happening. Vision of the Parsifal. Lieutenant Commander Percy believes, kind of. We wish her neither wit nor wealth, nor yet a rope to hang herself with a fall. La 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 la. Suspended from chains of fungus, Percy Bleeth begins to stir. Probably alive. He fixes his Percy, like, a girl's name. I thought it would be a woman. He fixes his gold-flecked eyes on you. His mouth begins to move as though wanting to speak. Well, let's listen, I guess. He groans, his mouth opens impossibly wide, and a cloud of yellow spores emerge. I am all that's left. An oily liquid begins to drip from his left eye. Is he crying? Are you a little baby? Well, I'm a mushroom now. I am a child of the grave. I am a child of the grave garden. The voice alters, becoming more clipped, more static, like that of the voices on the gramophone. I am Lieutenant Commander Percy Bleeth, Captain. Oh, now you're a captain too. Of the Parsifal. My task was to explore the wilderness and return home with new discoveries. He groans as though weeping. I am all that remains. I want to go home. Alright. Little whiner over here. Speak to uncover the fate of Parsifal. Okay, this one repeats. Ask him what happened. How did the Parsifal end up in this condition? We met the children on Hebrews. We sought to know each other, wanted to go to the wood, wanted to see what was kept from us. Percy is drooling as he speaks. Oh, and mentions children and starts drooling, suspicious. The gramophone clicks as yet another patriotic dirge begins to play. Percy Bleeth struggles in his bonds, pulling himself up to stand a little straighter. We made contact on Hebrews. The fungus was so bright, so beautiful. Well, it seemed like just they had a mutiny on the ship and he was killed. Kind of. Not really. And also a fungus. They probably found it and collected for experiment and then broke loose because mutineers are dumb. His eyes shine gold. I brought it aboard. God forgive me. I wanted the crew to see, to know. Oil leaks from those hollow eyes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Some came willing. Others refused to join us. We had to. He breaks off into silence, staring away into the middle distance. Kidnapping children, eh? What happened to him? How can he be alive? Percy Belief launches into a long, meandering, slurred story of children and gardens of a cruel king who needed but not love his subjects despite their love for him, of knowledge denied and growth checked, of tyranny and freedom, of grief and betrayal and longing. The music bursts into sudden life. Percy jerks and fixes you with the infected eye. I was stupid. I thought we could be welcome here. And we were welcomed. We were loved. The children, the Verdens, they wanted us. He begins to sob. It is sad, squelching sound. Console. Yeah, I'm not going to even be near him. Like, no. The oily burbling goes on for some time. The lieutenant commander captain becomes rapidly incoherent. Sometimes he weeps for mother, other times for London. He believes himself disgraced twice over. Eventually the embarrassing affair comes to a stop. A Percy Blythe is left blowing clouds of spores from his mouth, his eyes vacant. Lieutenant Commander Percy Blythe lets out a low moan and slumps forward. The chains of fungus adjust to accommodate this despair. Home, he slurs like a drunk man demanding another drink. On Hebrus, mothers poured us there. She set out her children across the stars to learn. The traitors would. We were forbidden from entering there. But now its king is dead, but this craft failed before we could arrive. Oh yeah, okay, so there were people, yeah, that makes sense. Some kind of ancient king will live there. We already knew that before. The body jerks as though shocked. Percy's face rises to face you. London, he rasps. London. Well, he didn't answer my question, can he even go home? Like, I guess he wants to go to London, but... Kind of dangerous man to have aboard. Can the Parsifal still fly? The answer is almost certainly no, but there is no harm in asking. Or is there? No. The Lieutenant Commander Captain hisses. His eyes rolling in his head. Sabotage, mutiny, ignorance, no fuel. The children too greedy, spread too fast, like fire. The engine is broken, the crew all gone. I am alone. His head lolls as though his neck were broken. What was word lol before the internet? Sit, lie, or stand in a lazy, relaxed way. Okay, this cannot continue. This will bring the story of the Parsifal to a conclusion. There's going to be a choice. Lieutenant Commander Captain Percy Bleeth, decorated hero of London's forces, first captain through the avid horizon, gazes at you, slack-jawed and unseeing. Please, he rasps, take me home or finish this. He twitches. We just wanted to know what was kept from us in Traitor's Wood. But why did our king not love his children? Burn it all down. Take Percy to Hebrews, return him to his mother. Or to London, to Traitor's Wood. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe I should... Traitor's Wood would be really easy to do, but as a captain who wants to earn more money, I think bringing him to London would be the most profitable, right? Nobody was going to pay for this dumb body at Traitor's Wood. The problem is I don't have any notion how to get to London. I mean, I could pay 500 coins to bribe the man at Relay, and I will probably get to London this way. Well, let's try. The remnant of Percy Bleeth does not appear to register your response. His head bobs with the tilting of the engine. You cup his head gently to avoid plunging your hand through the soft rotten flesh of his neck. The chains of fungus quiver as you set to freeing him. I want to... I hope they are going to put him in some coffin or something. Isolate him so it won't spread. His hand reaches for yours and his gold-blacked eyes meet yours. And please, he rasps, London, I want to remember as I was. Bring home his corpse. Spare him, bring him home alive. I mean, it's dangerous, but I might get more money for bringing him alive. I mean, this is insane what's going on right now. The light leaves his eyes and his head lolls back. He speaks not another word to you, so as you untangle him from the redolent chains that bind him. Eventually, and after some deft work with the hacksaw to free him from the spongy flesh at his back, Lieutenant Commander Captain Percy Bleeth is free. You guide him clean and ruined through the sporting carriages and to the safety of your engine. Put him in a fucking coffin! Oh boy. This is not good. We're far away and we have only one fuel. Consumption isn't that bad, though. Goddamn losers. I don't know how I scratched that, but sure. I even can fight them. Why not? God damn it. Oh, such a good shot. Got 3 of them. Save, unusual items. Only 21 sovereigns. I guess I should go for unusual items always. No hull. And level up. Metamorphosis. You could no longer be the person you were told to be. Okay. Steam suit. You spent much of your time at the engine yards, watching locomotives being built, repaired and decommissioned. I guess below stairs. The comforts of every well-to-do household rely upon the scurrying, grinding work of its servants. You know this firsthand. You dealt with the matters your masters couldn't be troubled with, like cleaning and cooking and parenting, but how loyal were you? Oh really? If you are loyal you get mirrors. Every family had them, some grander or darker than others. Your silence had value. You took them for all they were worth. You skimmed from the silverware and palmed the odd half-sovereign. Once you helped yourself to a pair of gloves and silk scarf, they had so much that they never noticed. Huh? Fuel consumption is insanely good. Please don't crash. So scary. Is it because I got more hold? Because I don't know. I haven't seen so much fuel efficiency before. What if I can took out the hold? But I could experiment a bit later in the port. If I took out the hold, will fuel efficiency change? If so, it makes no sense, because it shouldn't depend on the percentage of your hold, but just on weight. I have a bunch of money and I have this body on my ship. I could try going to London by bribing the guy. Unless I find another way. Real quick. So, clock tower. Here you go. How much it costed me? Well, honey didn't cost me at all. Bronzewood was 175. If I bought honey, it would be 120, so 295, almost 300. Let's see what's the reward here. A cheer from scaffolding, the former beams, an angel bringing gifts. Actually, you point out you'll be needing payment. 800, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, and then gaining support from me, that's not good. Hope I won't make them too strong. At least it's not reputation. Progress and Port Prosper. You are paid extremely well for the delivery, and the foreman shakes you warmly by the hand. You won't take us no time now, he says with a grin. Maybe we should name the damn clock after you, eh? Yeah. Tower Ivan, comrade. No, I don't need ministry approved literature because it was sold in the port where I should have brought it. What a circus. I think I need only 2 hours for PP Circus. But I'll get it on the way back. Port to port. Grand Ball. Yeah, I guess let's start with helping the host of Magdalene's. Search for the amenable host identity. The house might still be here. It had purple walls, which would surely stand out. If not, you have the locket. Not a soul in Port Prosper recognizes the locket. Who's that then? Does he still wear his hair like that? Fancy! Becomes familiar refrains. More promising is the house you saw painted on the amenable host's chamber. You locate several candidates, all apparently repainted over the last couple of years, but one is in the exact location as the host's painting. Nobody seems to remember who owned it or why, but apparently it had once been associated with the Parlor of Virtue, established not long after Port Prosper's foundation. Alright. Parlor of Virtue. Got something, I guess. Oh yeah, costume. There is a tailor in the West End who, they say, once made emergency repairs to the captivating princess's dresses. She accepted the work as a favor. The tailor, needle in his mouth like a cigarette, holds up a hand while he searches for a garment under his desk. He piles up a few shoe boxes and grins. I think I really captured the spirits of the rich with this one. I'm sure the geese will love them, especially the boots. Alright. Grand Ball. Candles illuminate the great staircase that sweeps up to the residence of the Windward Company, which has been chosen to host this season's ball. West Enders Promenade is their finest. Hoops, skirts, and starched collars predominate. White tie is the order of the evening. A few East Enders, mostly actors, have secured tickets, but most are servants if they were seen at all. The orchestra is playing the score from Victoria's first ball under her throne of hours. Be on your worst behavior. 100% chance of success. God damn it. Your manners are sharp as freshly cut glass, and your collar is stiff as a champagne flute. You make sure to pick off as many wallflowers from the edge of the dance floor as possible. You are the very picture of good British courtesy. Several servants snicker as they pass you by, refusing to top up your champagne. Well, I mean, seems like I've got some reputation anyway. I think the first choice was the trick choice. It was really easy to get, but it would hurt your relationship. Roast chestnuts burn on open fires. East Enders stoke the flames and tend the charcoal burning. Or I got... I don't know. Whatever. East Enders are poor and West Enders are... No, I don't remember. Okay, West Enders are rich. Yeah. Is it even profitable to share, to exchange stories for those fuckers? But I would love to have extra crew if they want. To Lustrum. Chairman, nothing. How do I get the permit for getting through relay? Enthusiastic advice. Garrow's captain is delighted to have an excuse to talk. Yeah, already talked to him. Oh yeah, he just... But... What? Yeah, you won't miss it. If you've good eyes, you might even be able to see it from here. Passage ain't free, mind. You can travel first class if you have a ministry stamp permit. Where to get ministry stamp permit? Or you can bring a couple of barrels of ours to travel second class. Oh wait. But you still need a permit, right? I could try that. I remember it was 2. Oh, cool. Losing reputation with tacky ties. Afternoon of innovation, you are encouraged to watch a kinetoscope about its planned expansion in the ridge. Now that Lustrum has been civilized, to throw balls at coconuts bearing caricatures of assorted Taketi leaders and to eat sumptuous biscuits with company's sigil baked into them. Your presence is noted by stern men with very neatly written forms. Alright. Guess let's try purchasing ours. Some fuel. Supplies. Pretty much ready to go. Still have a bunch of stuff. No, wait. It has weight. On top of just taking up hold, so they... Interesting. Weight must affect... And I can't change my hold just now. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with my things if I change it right now. I'm not sure I want to know that. So let's see, I just saved. Well, I have 16 out of 12. Fuel efficiency 133. 133 still. Okay, it doesn't change, seems like. Fuel has 5 weight, supplies have 5 weight. Souls have less weight. Right. The delayed package? Huh? Yeah, second class doesn't work. You still need a permit. That guy lied. Fuck you. 100% chance, that's good. Thanks to my veils. What is this? Check on the delayed package. It turns out that the previous courier was detained for having the wrong paperwork. Fortunately, the goods were impounded on this side to the relay. Oh wait, I think it's for a quest, but for whom? For Nature Reserve? Maybe. Sign here. The board customs official is glad to clear some space in their cramped office. As long as you don't want to travel between regions without the appropriate paperwork, they couldn't care much less about cargo. Where do I get appropriate paperwork? Just why can't he ask? The package has been serving double duty as a card table for the last week, but now it's yours, and the people of Magdalene's will be glad to receive it. But first, let's fucking go. 500 sovereigns. I could have bought the armor for it. Greasing the wheel or a new weapon. Your generous donation to the Relay Workers Christmas Fund is gratefully accepted, although you notice that it is at no time recorded in any ledger. The superintendent is happy to present you with a little booklet of bright blue, your travel permit. Every relay is on a hunt for contraband. Oh, they were going to search my ship. This was a really cool mechanic in first game. I really like that. Like, sometimes they're going to search your ship, sometimes they won't, and you had to have a secret installment of chests at your ship, so it would be less likely that they can find anything to actually like ship something illegal. Oh wait, let's take a break.